Well, everyone, how are you doing? And thank you so much for joining me. I am Kelly, and you're on my channel, Kelly Marie Mills. We're working on a series called Meditation Blends, and this is where I use yoga and Ayurveda combined and use some of the tools of it during the meditation practice. So this is specific to coloring. But you can also use this for walking and any meditation. Sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of support through it, and you will receive that no matter what it is you choose. So doodling works as well, walking works, sitting still will work. It's just to have some little bit of support. I do have a start point of 18 minutes, and the gong is from meditation time. I have all the all the information in the description of the video. And 2 minutes before the practice ends, you will have a gong as well. And there's a gong in the middle at 9 minutes in case you need to leave or you want to come back later and finish it. So you have a really nice extended practice. Just to note that today I am expecting a delivery. If you hear me scooch out, I will still keep it running so that you can stay in your practice and really use that disruption as a tool to hold your focus. You know how there's this meme about, you're going into yoga and someone's making noise and then the teacher shouts out, be quiet. I always say to anyone that's practicing meditation with me or yoga that this is about you here and you enabling the field of awareness to be sustained throughout everything that arrives in the moment. So it can be a real test. And what this does is it challenges us in our life to hold focus, but also to be able to filter out what we really need to attend to. Is the disruption something that's an emergency, or is it just something that can be a part of our field of focus that we can allow it to go? And it's a great tool to learn who we are and we become interested in why we are that. So let's start with that note. There's other little bits of information I may add, but if you've come to me before, I interject as something arrives. So I had pre-picked colors because this is the second time I started this video, so sorry about that. And you'll actually see a difference in the coloring, but we're just going to run with it that way. And so we begin as we open into our field of awareness of the coloring, and I always like to note the lovely design of butterfly and dragonfly, encouraging us to transform. If you're new, I do tend to use a sheet to help support my hand so that I don't affect the picture. And please, if you feel that you can at all, liking and subscribing this video or any of my videos really helps me out. It's hard to describe what it does to me, but also what it does for the channel. And you begin at any stage, but I do like to start with breathing in and out. And so today I thought we'd do action with it as well to support us even more in the grounding of the body, never mind the grounding of the body and the mind in the coloring itself. So as you breathe in, you open the palms upward to the sky. And as you exhale, you lower or turn your palms downwards towards the earth. Inhale, turning the palms upward. Exhale, turning the palms downward. Inhale and exhale. And if you haven't begun the coloring, now is a good time to start. Using the longer strokes again. And feeling into that movement. And the theme today is choose your theme and allow it to be absorbed. So I'm going to list them out and allow your mind to link to the one, trust what comes up if you feel that's the one for you for the rest of the day. Using the words that we have used over the last 7 practices. Invitation. And find your breath. Settling in. Find comfort or comfort itself. And expand. We expand through that comfort because the comfort is stability. And slowly is the next reference. Slowly, slowly, slowly. We don't need to expand too fast or jump into anything before the right time. As we try not to fear missing out on what isn't ours. And we can use those phrases that we were practicing Slow down. Slow on the inhale. Down on the exhale. 9 minutes is up already. Actually, I think it's 8 minutes for some reason. Or so hum. So inhale, exhale, hum. And you might start to feel that split between the repetitive phrase and the coloring, and which one is becoming more dominant. And to not be concerned too much about it. The thing is to hold one singular focus as where we are going. But the repetitive phrases or the themes can help us to cultivate singular focus. You know, nothing can grow without space, sunlight, water. And so we're trying to create that triad within our practices. Yoga and Ayurveda are quite scientific. And every day we have a chance to choose what way we will head. And it's good to know. But the more we create patterns and commit to them, the more we start to live the life we would like to be in a year's time. So every day is a choice. And that doesn't mean it's easy, but it is. And you see what happens is as we create a new pattern, we don't need to do too much with the old pattern. If we really commit to the new pattern, the old pattern dissolves. You might have to do a little bit of work with it, but as kind of a general rule, they get tired of being asked to look at. Asked to be looked at, sorry. You know, it's like Donkey from that cute cartoon. And Donkey's like, pick me, pick me. Shrek, that's it. As we come closer to the end rather than the beginning of this practice, feel into your breath and the coloring and the decision you made today. Allow your breath to move you towards inspiration. So we have 2 minutes before the very last completion bell. Sometimes I wonder, can we enjoy the practice? But I know as a rule, meditation is about the experience of what we receive and to be aware and hold it in a bowl of awareness with kindness and compassion for whatever our experience was. And it's not to deny us happiness and pleasure, but it is just helping us. So meditation is a way of living in a peaceful, kind attitude. So of course we can be super happy and we can be very sad, but in the formal practices of meditation, we are learning how to navigate our emotions and our thought processes with clarity. And that's why in the practice itself, the formal practice, we are allowing the experience to be the priority, the witnessing awareness to develop, and that develops greater discernment, which gives us a lot more wisdom. So there's all these little tangents of meditation that yoga and Ayurveda bring, and hopefully we'll learn them together at the same time over what I foresee a long practice. Thank you so much. We close our meditation, and I'm going to pull a card, and hopefully the delivery doesn't come and interrupt that. So thanking the space, the presence, and the field of awareness we held, breathing in and breathing out. And I'll just put this down so that you can see. This is from Jane Bridson. She's an Irish gal. And these are beautiful, beautiful cards, literally. So stunningly pretty. Just making sure they're upright for us. Okay. I did shuffle them before. A dear mother. Wow. Look at that. I'm just going to try and hold it so it's not too glary. It's really autumnal, isn't it? And we definitely have that weather today in Galway. So I'll just have a little look at what she's offering for us today. It's there's no numbers or anything in the actual book. So she wrote poems for some things, and it's Dear Mother, I am mighty stag, doe in fawn, fierce guardian of the herd. I am your pathway to wild places, your solace, grief, and savage spirit. My worn hands in soothing song shall lead you over sacred hills, through thickets of uncoiling ferns, by twisted track to find heart's ease, deep in the valley of my embrace. And if you want to see that information and screenshot it if you want. And thank you to Jane, and thank you to all of you for staying this long. Please like and subscribe if you want to help my channel. Really appreciate you being here and sharing time with me. The energy flows, and I'm blowing out our candle now for all our intentions and for our ancestors and those ahead of us. Going very gently. Thank you, everyone. Bye for now.